Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes. I'm your ever-loving host, Shorty, and yes, it's been a while. Very few books out last week that I wanted to review, very few I had a chance to review. So this week we've got some more in, and we're going to start with All Against All by Alex Paknadal and Casper Wingard. I hope I'm pronouncing those names right. If they watch this and I'm pronouncing them wrong, please let me know. I once met Casper. Should have asked him how to pronounce his name, but I got a little bit intimidated because he's amazing. I've not met Alex yet, but I hope I do at some point. He sounds amazing. I follow him on Twitter. You should do. He's great. He's funny, and he is overtly political. This is not something I'm saying is any kind of negative thing, because he's intelligent and witty with it. And based on some of the stuff I've read through TKO comic books, it's really easy to get a sense this guy is incredibly progressive and an anti-fascist, possibly an anarchist. He brooks no poop from anyone, and I quite like that about him. And as a writer, he's also fantastic. The TKO stuff I've read for us was just phenomenally good. It kind of convinced me to carry on reading the TKO stuff. We got a few in just to try them out in store, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll give one a try, and wow. Everyone I've read has been amazing and progressive and filled full of amazing characters and gorgeous artwork. Gorgeous artwork-wise, we do have Casper Wingard, and in case you're wondering how much I like Casper Wingard, he's responsible for Homesick Pilots, that thing that I reviewed last year, which I thought was absolutely amazing, and it was, and I've now got every single volume of it, and it's brilliant, and it's one of the most amazing comic books and what it means to me. There's a brilliant 2-page spread where they are talking about Nazi punks, and it's fantastic. You should check it out. But this is a slightly different tenor for him. The colouring is just as rich, the line work is just as bold, there's still action in there, but it's far more organic, and it's less supernatural horror. There's still elements of horror in this. We are dealing with a post-apocalyptic scenario where humanity has destroyed itself. And I'm just going to take one second here to talk about Paknadal's writing. I'll get back to it in detail later. But the way he describes the end of the world, it doesn't feel like it's an inevitable thing. It doesn't feel like this is something we have no choice over. He describes it as a willingness, a terrifying willingness to keep going and doing what we did, knowing that the end result will be the apocalypse. It's a wonderful bit of writing. It hits the nail right on the head, and it makes sure everyone who's reading this knows that, yes, he's talking to you. You may, like myself, think of yourself as being quite progressive and pro-environment and trying to do something good to change, but the system that are in place are terrifying and bold and unstoppable. We know exactly what we're doing, and nobody's going to stop it. And he's very happy to point that finger, and I love him for it. But that horror from the end of the world jumps to an alien war, where there's one species of aliens who are effectively jellyfish brains that inhabit other bodies that they design, or they did design anyway. You get the impression this was like a vanity project. But now they're at war with another as yet unseen alien race, and they need bodies which they can take to war. And this is where Earth comes in, because it was found a while ago, and they found the Doomsday Vault and have been creating life, not human, there's some human, but mostly Earth life, put it in basically a scientific enclosure. There's some problematic language that I was going to use there, but I'm going to choose not to. But it's scientists in control of it, but then the military turns up, and it then becomes the story of this human who has been in there since he was a kid. Well, obviously he was born there, and how he survived in this horrifying environment. The first encounter you get with him is when one of these alien creatures, and again, some rather wonderful writing here, where we get a sense that he is scared, but he's trying to pass off his fear. He's trying to push the blame to an external biological component, and even this kind of cold biological writing, this cold, cowardly writing, comes across as lyrical and joyous. And this is where we get to the crux of the matter and the reason why I love this book so much. And I don't want to take anything away from Wingard's art. It's absolutely fantastic. I love everything about his layouts. His action sequences are fantastic. His depth of colouring is amazing. But it's in the first page. It's a sentence on the one page and it flips to the next one. And the first one is talking about effectively the theory of evolution and how it pertains to this particular Earth biome. There is no mercy here, only change. Now that on its own is pretty good. I like that. That's a nice bold bit of writing. But here we get to the crux of the matter even more. The best kind of writing I've encountered recently is stuff that you have to read out loud. It feels better in your mouth. It tastes luscious. And here we go. No, I lie. There is a sliver of kindness in this reeling, rutting, blind and scuttling hell. Now that is just good writing. It's amazing. And this happens so many times throughout it. I could sit and read this entire comic book out to you and it wouldn't be a waste. You'd enjoy me reading out to you. And when you get it, please take your time to read some of this stuff out loud and feel the words. The effort they've put into making this stuff flow is poetic. there's only one other writer out there at the moment I'd rate this highly in terms of making me emotionally connect to dialogue like that. That's Ram V. And if you've been a fan of this series of reviews for a while, you know how much I love Ram V. High praise indeed by putting Pac Nadal in the same boat as him. Genuinely amazing. The only reason this cannot make it onto my best of the year list is I've already completed my list. I'm starting it in like a couple of days, and this is only just dropped in. I have to move stuff around, and it's only one issue, and come back next year, it will definitely be on there. Definitely going to be my best of next year. But that is it for me today. I'll be back with another review. There's a few I want to do this week. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. But until I see you again, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.